Miriam, physiotherapist here at Fit for Life Physiotherapy. And today I want to go through a short exercise routine that you can do right in bed just before you go to sleep to loosen up the body, but also to relax and calm your mind with some focused breathing. So let's make our way onto our back. And just for a moment, you can lie with your knees bent, let the knees fall together. Just for a moment, just focus in on your breath and your body and notice whether there's any places where you are holding tension. You know, focus between the eyebrows. Are they furrowed in? Is your jaw clenched? Are your shoulders up towards your ears? And if they are, just let all of that go. And then taking note of your breath. And just noticing whether you tend to breathe into your chest or breathe into your belly. Ideally, you're thinking about breathing into this lower part of your rib cage. Really expanding the ribs out to the sides, to the front, to the back, and that this upper part of your chest stays relatively calm. Also paying attention to the length of the breath and thinking about making that exhale a little bit longer. So that as you inhale, perhaps you're breathing in, your natural inhale is 4 counts. So breathing in for 4, and then as you exhale, breathe out for 5. Or if you're finding that when you breathe in for 4, it's a real struggle, you're breathing in for 3, out for 4. Or if you can take a deeper, longer breath, you're breathing in for 5 and out for 6. Getting into that nice, steady, slow breathing. And then from here, bring your knees together. Let your arms come out wide to the side. And as you inhale, let your knees fall over to the right. And as you exhale, bring the knees back up to the center. As you inhale, let the knees fall to the left. And as you exhale, coming back up to the center. And just following your own breath, let the knees move from side to side. Just loosening up a little bit of tension through the hips and through the lower back. And the next time your knees fall to the right, just pause there. And focusing on that nice, long, slow breath, breathing in for 3, 4, 5, whatever is comfortable for you, and exhaling 1 count longer. On your next exhale, bring the knees back up to the center. And then let the knees fall to the left. Let your head turn the opposite way. And again, focusing on that nice, long, slow, easy breath. On your next exhale, bring the knees back up to the center. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Maybe it feels good to circle the knees around a little bit in one direction and then the other. And then keep your right knee in towards your chest. Let your left leg go out long. If you find this is uncomfortable on your knee to hold here, you can always grasp in behind the knee so there's a little less pressure on the joint. And just drawing the knees in towards the chest. Shoulders are relaxed, making sure you're not hunching the shoulders up. And just pause for a breath or two. Take your knee a little bit towards the outside so that you're drawing your knee more towards your armpit so that your knee is kind of bypassing your rib cage a little bit, and just pause there and you'll feel a slightly different stretch or sensation through the hips. And as always, if it doesn't feel comfortable, move back into the previous position. And then from here, bringing one foot towards the ceiling and reaching up to grasp the inside of the foot. If you can't quite reach this, which many of you may not, you can always just keep your hand to the inside of your foot, but bring your foot towards the ceiling. Or if you have a strap, you can loop the strap around your foot and pull a little bit closer. This is coming into a half happy baby, where we're really getting into both that right hip, but also the front of our left hip. And if you notice the shape of your body, this is a little bit like a kneeling low lunge. We just happen to be on our back. Just take a few more breaths here. That foot release. Take your left hand to the outside of that right knee, bring your right arm out to the sides, and just let this knee come across your body so that you're getting a little bit of a stretch through the outer hip and even a little bit through the side body here. One more breath in, and then as you exhale, bring that knee back to the center and draw that knee in. Bring the left knee up, and as you draw both knees in, notice whether it feels a little different from one side to the other. And then keep the left knee in towards you and let your right leg straighten out onto the ground. Watch that your shoulders aren't hunched up. Shoulder blades are heavy into the ground, reaching that right leg nice and long. Again, focusing on that nice steady breath. And then taking that left knee with your left hand, let your knee kind of be directed towards your left armpit, bypassing your rib cage. You may feel that a little bit more in your inner thigh. And then coming into half happy baby on the other side, and whether that looks like for you just grasping the inside of your thigh and bringing your foot towards the ceiling and just continuing to hold this position. It's similar to what you were just doing, but you just have a little bit of a different bend in the knee. Or whether you reach up and grasp your foot with your hand, drawing that knee down towards the floor, again, bypassing your rib cage here. Focusing on that slow, steady breath. One more breath in, and then as you exhale, release your hand Take your right hand to the outside of that left knee, your left arm up to the side, and bringing that knee across your body as far as what feels comfortable. Still focusing on that nice, slow, steady breath. One more breath in, and then as you exhale, bring the knee back to the center, draw that knee in, let the other knee come up to meet it, just drawing both knees in towards the chest for a moment. You might want to circle the legs around a little bit. You might even want to take your hands to the inside of your thighs and let your knees kind of fall out to the sides, and just allowing a little bit of some movement here. And then when you're ready, just letting both feet come down to the ground. Let your legs lengthen out. Arms by your side, palms facing towards the ceiling. And taking that scan of your body and noticing whether it feels a little different. And if you're doing this in your bed, perhaps you just are staying right where you are. And if not, staying here as long as you like. And when you're ready, just bending your knees, roll over to one side, and make your way back up into sitting. I hope you found that that was calming and relaxing. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see you again next time.